We're on.
Okay, this is the July 28th legislation committee meeting. I think I hit record on that one, or did I hit stop? I hit stop instead of record.
I just want to pull
Start with. Hit the record button.
it back. Slide both things down. Okay. All right.
All right, try that again. The July 28th legislative meeting, in attendance, Councilperson Tresta, Council President Wolf, Councilperson Bruger, Chair of the Committee, Councilperson Koss, Councilperson Camera, and Eric Fisher, Village Planner. All right, looking at tonight's agenda, nothing real exciting. Second reading on the pet waste disposal. Anyone have anything on that they were, and this is our second reading of it, so anyone like, oh, can we make these changes or that changes to it?
No.
Nope, no one even looking up, okay.
I was just
Oh,
reading.
you were reading through
I
it?
was reading through it again just to refresh my memory.
First charge is a minor misdemeanor, 3 in a 12-month period turns it into a
Fourth degree
misdemeanor, which I believe is just one step up from minor.
Yeah.
There we go. Second, we have leaf pickup. For those of you who are not seen this before, which might be several of the people here, you'll notice on the ordinance when we're doing our first reading tonight, the name of the company is blank and the price is blank. That is pretty standard procedure. Since we don't have the bids back in, we don't know who we're going with, but we want to start reading it now so that we don't have to skip readings to approve it. So unfortunately, no real details. The mayor did say we got a bid from the guy who did it last year and maybe one other. Eric, if you can confirm or deny
Well, I
that.
think they picked up the bids from Leaf so far. I don't think anyone turned in a bid just yet, unless that's
Oh,
something
okay.
happened today. So I know that.
People have stopped by to
Yes.
pick up the packet
Yes.
on the requirements, but have not returned any.
Yeah.
Correct.
And then
Awesome.
Is this an appropriate time to ask, like, is this a good time to put the bids out? Because I know there was like a discussion that I would like to have at some point about what is the right time, because some people don't like it too early because they don't know what the gas prices are gonna be, so they can't put in a bid.
We can't do much later than this because we're looking
Yeah.
at October as our start, and we have August, September.
Yeah, the administration made a decision to put it out, I think with consultation. This one wasn't my project
Yeah.
specifically.
I mean,
So,
if we're actually gonna get 3 readings
yeah.
and not pass as an emergency, right? Not passing as an emergency means it needs to be passed by end of September.
Yeah.
3 readings means you've gotta start the readings mid-August.
Well, you wanna get
And-
the actual bid in so you can look at it and
The
not
good
feel
news,
like.
I think the good news on gas prices, they're on the way
Down.
down, they're stabilized and on the way
Yeah.
down. So they can use a high price and bid from there. That's reasonable.
Great question.
Yeah.
Lastly, we have, and there was some, and we'll ask for some clarification on this one. 2022, which is to engage Jacobs Engineering to come up with a master plan to rejuvenate the lakes. A cost not to exceed 75,000. What's their actual estimate?
That is their estimate. If they have to go through and do it, you are budgeting 75 grand. What happens is that, and I don't recommend this, but because the whole purpose of doing this is so that you have all of your options and go through the process and make a determination that is best for the village as a whole, long term for your lakes, right? What Mike has said is that, look, he said, if somebody something, like if all of a sudden council says, oh, that shiny thing, I like that one the most, we're going with that. Well, that eliminates a lot of the things that you may have gone through, but I'm just gonna say from a planning standpoint, I don't know that you wanna do that unless really something really stands out, I think you wanna go through with the experts, your options, right? And at the end of the day, they will deliver what they've said there, and I think Mike can speak on this, obviously, at the, we could always ask for the work session for more discussion, but Michael definitely did, we could ask him for the first meeting. One of the two, we can zoom him in for the work session, I think, and he can start addressing any of those questions with you. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, because we need to find out what needs to be done so we can plan and get it done.
definitely think it's.
I mean, I definitely would like a healthy ecosystem.
Yep.
Yeah.
I would like it to be able to support marine life,
Mhm.
or lake life, as the case may be.
So all these things can be explored, and then I think at the end of the day, depending on your option, you're gonna have some idea of cost with whatever options.
So I don't think we should have bluegill in there anymore, do we?
I don't fish. I saw someone out there trying to fish it the other day. I don't
You
know
know, if you have
successful.
bluegills in there, you don't try real hard to get them.
Just like the
But I can
mosquitoes.
remember before the dam remediation, there were, because I knew, I remember neighbors of mine walking down with their, like, at that boy, Vinny was probably
Vinny,
5.
Mhm.
How many fish we're gonna catch? Well, we have 2 cheese sticks, so that should be 10.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be good to get them in a good place.
Yeah.
Yeah. How much are we spending on mosquito control too? Because I feel like if we get fish in there, that'll help.
A healthier lake would cut down some on mosquitoes.
Yeah, they'll pick them off. But
So we spend, I wanna say, around 6,000, 7,000 a year. It just depends on how many times they are called out. The new program that we did do, and this is my push for this, the only time we spray is when we have to. So for people that are opting out and all of that, again, we don't spray just because, we only spray if it is an extreme amount or West Nile. So I like to point that out for people that are opting out. You're not, it is what it is. I love butterflies, I love all of that, but I also love not being sick, so
Yeah.
it's the
Yeah,
only
if-
time we spray.
If there's, I don't know, too many people are gonna argue that if you find West Nile, you need to knock down the mosquito population, even the people who don't like spraying.
Yeah. It's just, I think people don't understand that we do only spray. We used to spray just because.
Mhm.
We
Yeah.
used to spray with Blendon Township just because.
2 or 3 times
and
a season.
Yeah, we actually do have traps in the village, and I do wanna make sure that people understand that we are no longer doing what we used to do in the past. We are only doing
And
it.
it might just be my imagination, but I think there are more lightning bugs, I don't know.
yeah, you're right.
It's very, yeah.
More issues,
Yeah, we only,
Mhm.
we've only done it so far one time this year, and it was actually July 25th, just a couple days ago. And the funny part is I just said there's 2 reasons why we spray. Last year, we only sprayed because we had West Nile, they detected West Nile in our traps, I believe 3 or 4 times. This year, they sent a message that said that they were spraying because of the abundance of, if there's a certain amount, they actually do it as well. However, 24 hours later, I got an email that they'd also detected West Nile, and they were killing 2 birds with 1 stone. So they did only spray the one time for both. So yeah, that's my plug on that.
Okay, so that's, that's all the legislation we have for tonight. The only, there's the fireworks, but I'm pretty much to the point of not bringing those up again until I get more than 2 people telling me they wanna change it. And you get a 3rd person, we'll bring it back up, we'll come up with some thing and see who wants to do it, but.
Did you guys watch the thing at least?
Mhm.
Okay. That's enough for you?
That's, I like fireworks, what can I say?
No. I think bad choices on a limited basis is not a terrible thing. Right? I mean, if we only made good choices, the world would be a whole lot less fun.
Made a lot of bad
Going
choices
down
last
to-
time.
I was gonna say, wait a minute, we're not talking about bad choices tonight.
Going down to the fields behind Cranbrook Elementary as a kid and seeing all the cool spent fireworks, and now being able to put them out,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
that's growing up.
I will say that it's been pretty tame the last, I probably should not say this, but I didn't feel like 4th of July this year was as bad as it
Yeah.
has been in the past.
Yeah. that's-
So again, maybe that was just a COVID thing, everybody was so tired of being at home and everybody wanted to.
Or
I-
it wasn't 3 weeks,
No.
is what I
Yeah.
didn't
Oh, yeah.
notice. Remember last year? I mean,
Yeah,
it
last year
lasted
was, it
for
was a good month and a
weeks.
half,
Right.
and the year before the same, but I think you
It
have it,
was
people were
forever.
people were cooped up in houses and needed some kind of release.
And any sort of worry of like, if we're the only people are gonna come in, I really honestly don't think that's gonna happen at all. Cause you have to light it up at someone's house, you're not gonna just roll up to someone's house and be like, hey,
Yeah.
guys, set these off in your front yard.
Right.
Maybe.
I mean, unfortunately, I don't
I
have a
could see
house
doing
that,
that.
I don't have a house that has a good place to launch them from, cause I have still too much tree coverage, but.
Yeah,
Lots of fountains.
yeah,
Yeah.
well, and, right, like when I do them, I do fountains. They only go up 20 feet or so below the tree canopy in
Some
my
make noise,
yard.
some don't.
Yeah.
Like a little light show.
Yeah, little light show, it's perfect for the kids.
Easy to
It's
control.
over in 15 minutes, seven fountains.
Yeah. Done.
Yeah.
Alright,
Yeah.
so, unless anyone else has anything else they wanna bring up, or any
No.
proposals they wanna
I'm
make,
good.
I think we can call that a meeting. I will motion to adjourn.
Second.
Motion and seconded, see you all in half an hour at regular council.